Whoops. It's alright. It's easily fixed. I'm a genius. It's got it to the exactly the right sides the first time. So part of the whole point of this is to have an excuse for the floor to change slightly. Like we want this to be, oh, I see. I've done it again. Merge and then edit the group, not just what I was doing. I might have to redo this with now we've got more precise measurements of how it's meant to be. And it doesn't take very long. It's the beauty of the method. The circle method. Make sure actually that this is actually at the right spot. I guess the right spot is here. Yeah, because we can't stretch out these textures at all. Although maybe these bits at the bottom should be different anyway. I think they should be. I kind of like them. I kind of like them like that. Okay, well that's going to be the width of this bit then. Because we're about to do something that we can't come back from. Which just sounds very ominous, but it's not ominous, don't worry. Or at least it's nowhere near as ominous as it sounds. Bugger. Okay, we can still see the pixel gap. Okay, good. We just need to make sure the other one is also that accurate in where it is. And now, boom. I could just do half of it and then, yeah. I think I should just be able to do half of it and the other half copy over from that half I've done. How's that look? These need to be slightly wider. Oh, shit. The one time when I want them to expand from both sides, of course they don't. But if I select it like this, I think they will. Is that perfect? It is perfect. Oh, Although it may no longer be perfect when I change this to this. The good thing about the like quite dark black concrete is that it's harder to see these slight imperfections which might creep their way in through no fault of mine, because obviously I'm perfect. So I, you know, couldn't be my fault. Look, there's a better way to do this, but I'm not going to do it out of principle. Fine, I will. And we're doing 3 at a time, so it will be done 3 times as quickly. Except it won't. Oh yeah. Huh? Are you not part of that? You're part of that? Shit me. Okay, let's... Wait. Oh, there we go. Great. And now... we combine all these into one. This actually makes it easier to combine them all into one as well. Which, of course, was part of my plan. Merge. And now we know we've got an exact semicircle there. I think this one will be... Will this be the semicircle that this follows? Maybe. Shit. Why did I make it a circle? Why did I make it a circle? Why do I do these things to myself? Because circles are cool. Curves are fun. Everyone loves a curve. That's why I did it. I think this will be this one, and then there'll be a slightly bigger one down there. Oh. You know what we could do actually? It's like use the circle method again. So circle method never fails. It's the great thing about it. It's always perfect. Yeah, I think this thing is a little bit too wide. That's our problem. Maybe if I just make it the same width as the little panels that the thing's made of, it will probably make this a lot easier, won't it? Because I can just line it up perfectly with the panels below. Perfect. Apart from that. So not perfect at all. But what if this is just a little bit higher? Because we're going to need some kind of railing for this balcony out here anyway. And then it doesn't matter. I have to delete that so that we can... Oh, shit. I shouldn't have deleted the other half of this circle, should I? Wait, I can easily just put it back. Just by doing this. Oh, no. We're still on the 5-degree snap. But did I not get it quite right? I think I was like just off. Just jiggling my thing around. Like crazy. Jiggling this thing around. Does that make it better if it's just this thing and not my thing? Sure. I think that makes it better. Oh, that's not right. Is that right? Actually, that is right. Okay, now we just need another one of these at the other end over here. And then do the same thing with this as with that one. In fact, we don't even need this anymore. Split from group? Make this its own group? I don't know what group it was a part of there, but it shouldn't have been a part of any group. Let's put this on 15 degrees. Can we... just grab this whole thing and go boom? We can. Great. Oh, fuck. I have to click slowly to make this work. Merge it all together. Hey, look, it's 72 pieces, just like the other bit, which makes a lot of sense. It should be 72 pieces. Is that... Can we do that? Can we remove those? We can. Cool. We're getting there. We've got the... Oh, no. Huh? What was that? What was that bit that's hiding under there? I must have made a mistake. Which I know you'll probably find hard to believe. I think it's this here. Okay, now... That's all good. That seems all good. Another mistake has been made by somebody other than me. Somehow. Someone's snuck in here and messed with my stuff and made it wrong. It's definitely not my fault. do that right, and then do that right. Ooh, fuck. Same problem on this side. Well, there should be the same problem on both sides, right? If the thing is symmetrical, which it should be. Okay, and we only want a tiny little gap between the two bits. Maybe I do want the outer bit ever so slightly above as well, because I think it's got a much neater edge to it than the inner bit does. All right, cool. We've made a bell end. Look, if you've got enough imagination, then everything is a penis, right? But this is quite penisy, this one. Ah, it's not going to make concentric circles. I think if I do want it to make concentric circles, I'm going to have to do something. Okay, idea. We're going to have to pull this. Oh, if we just do it here, actually, this is probably a good spot for it. Oh, I don't want to be on 15 degrees, so. How many pieces is this? It should be 37. 37. I guess because, yeah, okay, that does make sense, actually. That it would be 37. Oh, you've... Come on. Don't do that to me. Don't do that specifically to me, targeting me. Okay, cool. I'll merge those together. Feels a shame to not use this circle for anything. You got that's what you learn on Barry's school bus. It's like the magic school bus, but more more focused on penises than I don't remember there ever being an episode of Magic School Bus where they were really where it was, you know, really about the penis, but that's what my one's about. I guess I should just put it in the right spot first, and then it should just look after itself, right? Because it should expand in every direction at the same rate. I think we just have the one layer of it. Although it's easy enough to make more than one layer. Let's just make more than one layer. Who's stopping us? No one. No one can stop us. We're unstoppable. Much like every supervillain ever who was stopped almost immediately after saying that they were unstoppable. I'm unstoppable. Man, Michael Jackson would be happy with this one, wouldn't he? There's a callback to to that much earlier conversation we were having. I'm gonna put this circle over here with my stuff. Because maybe we want to use them for something. Ooh, actually, I think I'll do the walls. Yeah, I'll do the like just a solid wall first, and then we'll put the door in it. I think we're gonna have to have like a real big shaft for this guy too, because I want you to be able to walk in this direction as well. So they're actually this this penis is gonna have a shaft. It's not just gonna be the head. It'd be a weird penis, wouldn't it? Imagine if you only had a head and no shaft. Hmm. Put that like in the middle-ish. So my thought was that's actually fine. Okay, good. My thought was it would be like a kind of like whoop. Oh, which means this actually should be rounded as well. Not like this at all. Circle. I need you again. When the world needed him most. He came back. Mr. Circle. Or Mrs. Circle. I don't know. Clearly they're married though. They wouldn't be some kind of disgusting unmarried person living in sin. If God didn't want everyone to be married, he would have made people born unmarried, you know? And he doesn't make mistakes. That God guy. Oh, I didn't. I know I just. What? Okay. I accidentally moved it instead of duplicating it, and we might need it again. Huh? Oh, it's maintained its smallness. It seems that the undo feature in this game doesn't work properly. Like there are some things it doesn't actually undo. Alright, good. That seems like a reasonable amount of space. It's not going to be like this though. It's going to be made of this stuff. We're going to use this to like create the the outline of where this will go. I guess we need to use these guys. It's the same thing, just white instead of black. Guess it should probably start at... Why is it shorter than the other one? Just make it the same length. Or the same height. I suppose this is height, right? Does 3D objects really have a length? Is it right to talk about the length of the 3D object, or not really? They have a depth, a width, and a height, rather than a length? Or is that overly pedantic? Split these into their own group. And you guessed it. We're doing everyone's favorite thing again. I guess we'll do that. Huh. It's not quite centered on the thing, is it? This should be an easy way to do it, right? To like really ensure they're the same. I wanna get it so that, yeah, just that tiny corner is sticking out. Because that should be much easier to make sure that only the tiny corner is sticking out on this one too. Or maybe not. It doesn't look like we can get into a position where only a tiny corner is sticking out on this one. So let's just ignore the tiny corner and do it like this. Split from group. Are they already not in their own group? I thought they were. Ah, I see. We may be running into some minor issues with this one. Maybe I'm just going to have to be more manual about it this time. It's not going to perfectly follow. Oh. Start again with this. I think we can make something work. Maybe like that. Okay, that's good. That's lined up with that side, and then we'll do that, and then maybe now. Oh, good will be it. No. Is the problem that we're on world. No, it still is just going out of alignment. Well, that's alright, isn't it? I guess it just needs to be slightly longer, and then they'll be able to align. Still not long enough. Unless we just do that. Why is it different on this side to that side? If we merge all these and now try... Of course it won't work. Damn, the circle method is failing me real hard right now. I mean, this bit doesn't actually matter here at all, because it's going to get deleted. It's only the outer edge which is important. So it would be nice to make it work. Because then we can just copy this bit around to the other side. All of this actually shouldn't be here. Instead should be over here. And now we see the reason that snapping to an angle of 5 degrees is so useful. Actually, I think that's right. That seems to be in line with that one. And then just grab something like this. What? Okay, thanks. Let's look at if this is even like how we want this. After all that. Maybe. Oh shit, it's 1 o'clock. Okay. Well, maybe I'll get a chance after work tonight to come back and have a look at this and sort it out. Hopefully I do. Anyway, thanks for watching. We'll be back tomorrow with more of this, more work. This is actually such a huge project. I might just make this the last week that we stream this one, because otherwise I'm gonna stream this game forever. I'm never gonna stop. Is that such a bad thing? Maybe. I think it's probably a little boring to watch, right? That's just what I assume. Compared to most of the other stuff we do. There's not really much going on in the game. Just me sitting here like putting blocks of concrete next to each other and stuff, right? So we'll see. We'll see how I feel. But I would also like to play what's it? Cyberpunk, which I picked up in the Steam sale, so maybe next week I'll start on that. That should be pretty fun. So ta-ta. Goodbye. And see it's like someone else's hand is coming out the side of the screen, like it's pulling me away. Okay, guy. Bye. See you tomorrow.